What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay, and we are here with a team builder of the IBA. And yes, the regular season did end, but now we are kicking it into playoffs. Playoffs? What are you talking about? Playoffs. We are here with playoffs. Week 1, we are going against Titan because we are the #1 seed, and because of how we chose to do the bracket stuff. I'm the #1 seed faces the 7th seed, so we're going up against Titan Gaming. We played them before. We both have we did some little free agent transactions, if I could speak straight. We did some free agent transactions that make a world of a difference. So as you see, his team is Ludicolo, which is his Dynamax captain, Rapidash, Morpeko, Ditto, Type Null, Vanillix, Copperajah, Toxicroak, Golurk, Oranguru, and Mudsdale. So what he did was he picked up Morpeko instead of, and he dropped Crawdaunt. And that makes a world of difference, especially going against our team, because we have 3 water types in Rotom Wash, Quillfish, and Milotic. And he's bringing Morpeko. Morpeko also gets Rapid Spin, so that's a big woo-woo. So Rapid Spin also boosts your speed this gen, which is freaking crazy. But looking at his team, the biggest threats really are Rapidash and Morpeko. I'm not really scared of anything. Ditto could be a problem because of Imposter. I forgot Imposter, because that could be a bit annoying, but if I can like burn or thunder wave the Ditto, then we'll be okay, because then whatever it switches into, it's nerfed a little bit. And so, excuse me, I don't have to worry about him transforming into Darmanitan. And if he transforms into anybody else, I'm really not worried, because he's most likely going to be Choice Scarfed, and Goodra is here to take special hits, and we're looking juicy. Basically, the top 6 is what I see his team to be: Ludicolo, Rapidash, Morpeko, Ditto, Type Null, and Vanillix. I don't think he'll bring Copperajah. If he does, I see him bringing Copperajah over Vanillix or Ditto. Type Null is really his only like defensive mon. He might bring Golurk, but I feel like he wouldn't, because it's weak to water, and why would you bring it? Toxicroak could potentially come just because it has dry skin, so that's a thing as well. So I don't really know what he wants to bring, because we're bringing about the same squad we brought against him last time we fought him, but it's just because it did so well. But yeah, against this team, I'm not really worried about anything. He might run some funky stuff, but I don't think there's really much he can do in regards of that, because I think we cover his team pretty well with who we got. And so without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and check up our squad. So right here we have Whirlpool, of course, our boy with the leftovers, with Levitate, with Volt Switch, Hyper Pump, Will-O-Wisp, and Defog. No Thunder Wave this week, because in case he wants to bring Golurk or somebody who can bring rocks, I don't want to. I'd rather have it and not use it than to need to use it and not have it. So that's the rule that I'm gonna go by, because Defog is gonna be nice to remove hazards, and basically that's why we're running Defog instead of Thunder Wave this week. Next up, we do have Grace, and let me go ahead and let her show up on the thing real quick. You guys are like, what? You know, there's a blank spot right there, right? And now we scooped up Gardevoir and dropped her. Got her for, oh my god, we scooped up Gardevoir and dropped Frostmoth. So we have Grace here, the Gardevoir, and I think Gardevoir just like rounds our team so well. Its typing is awesome. It's also kind of has some special defensive bulk. You can also run it defensive, even though it has like basically 5 defense, but it still can put in the work. And this week we're gonna be rocking out with Moonblast, Will-O-Wisp, Focus Blast, and Calm Mind, and we are also holding the lefties, and we're running like different. The only max that we have right now is max HP. There's I think we have 172 EVs in defense, and then like 84 in speed, so that way we can outspeed. If Golurk comes, we can outspeed an adamant Golurk. If he's running timid Golurk, then we won't outspeed, because we're not running that many speed EVs. But Will-O-Wisp is to whittle down his physical attackers for sure. It'll be very nice. It would be very nice if we could whittle it down a little bit. We do take a Choice Banded Aura Wheel Dark from a Morpeko with these stats, so I'm happy with that. It has to be a 2-hit KO, so I'm good. I'm happy with that. Next up, we have Sourpuss. Not Miss Puff this week, but Sourpuss with Spikes, Thunder Wave, Scald, and Poison Jab. Last time we fought him, I ran Spikes, Thunder Wave, I think T-Spikes, and Destiny Bond. But no Destiny Bond this week, because I think he's going to see Quillfish and expect it to have Destiny Bond. And I want him to think that, but we won't have it. And Poison Jab, non-invested, bro, does like 80 to 90% to a Galarian Rapidash, which is like crazy. So I'll take that. Scald is so like we can burn things if we need to. And Thunder Wave, of course, to slow things down. Spikes to whittle things down, so that way, because he likes to switch a lot. If he's changed his playstyle, we'll see. up here in like an hour or so because I'm about to fight him. But yeah, this is kind of like just to mess with his head. Sourpuss is here for like an just to like mess with his head completely, because it doesn't really have an offensive presence, but its wall capabilities paired with like spikes and stuff is going to be a nuisance for him. Next up, we have Sticky this week with Dragon Pulse, Sludge Wave, Focus Blast, and Flamethrower. Focus Blast is like to deal extra damage to like Caparaja or Morpeko, not Ditto because Ditto has Imposter, Type Null, and Vanillix, so it covers his team pretty well. It's also neutral against Oranguru if he chooses to bring it, which is not bad, so I thought Focus Blast would be better instead of Thunderbolt, and Sludge Wave is to cover Ludicolo, and Dragon Pulse is just for stab. So Goodra is basically our answer for Ludicolo because that is his Dynamax Mon, and it's not scary, but if he gets like Rain Up and whatnot with Swift Swim, it's going to be a problem. So we have Goodra here with, I hope we have Sap Sipper. Yes, with Sap Sipper, so we're not even worried about it. I was going to run like a modest one, but then I forgot all about his Vanillix, and that can like put in the work if he chooses to run it in a certain way. So next up, we have Teeth, of course, with the Life Orb, max speed, max special attack with Sludge Wave, Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, Nasty Plot. Nothing new here. Nasty Plot is nice, especially when we Dynamax to like have a free protect on max guard. If we can have like Foresight a switch or something, get a Nasty Plot up, we can basically run away with the game unless he's running a Choice Scarf user. If he has Ditto and he's Choice Scarf, then we're not going to set up. But if he does not bring Ditto and we can force a switch and get a Nasty up and then G-Max, pretty much it's easy game from there, because even though Morpeko has a hunger switch or whatever and can go dark type, I feel like we'll be able to eat it regardless since we'll be G-Max. So I'm down with that. Next up, we have Dandruff with Iso Crash, Flare Blitz, Earthquake, and U-Turn. He is Choice Scarfed. We're adamant Scarf this week because I feel there's no reason to run like Jolly Scarf because we still outspeed a Galarian Rapidash, so we're okay. Unless he's running a Scarf user, then we won't outspeed, of course, but it is what it is. We'll deal with it. Basic set, Iso Crash, Flare Blitz, Earthquake, and U-Turn. Deals damage. Iso Crash like hits his team like super hard. There's no resist besides Ludicolo, but then again, it's also neutral, and of course Vanillix, so we can fire off Flare Blitzes, which also hit the team pretty damn hard. But aside from that, I feel like the Darmanitan can put in the work here. We're not going to do any of those berry shenanigans. But yeah, the main game plan is for him to think about the Qwilfish lead, and hopefully he'll go like Morpeko or Galarian Darmanitan. I'm not Galarian Darmanitan, Galarian Rapidash. And so then we can go ahead and lead off with Gardevoir, because I don't think he'll see that coming. And then if he leads off with Morpeko or Rapidash, we're in a great spot, because then we can just fire off a Willow no matter what. So Rapidash, Play Rough probably hurt, but we'll be able to tank it. We can get a Will-O-Wisp on it. That'll be great. If he chooses, he'll probably switch. If he goes Morpeko, and if we lead Morpeko Gardevoir, he most likely will switch out. Like, if he does stay in, that's crazy if he does. But I'm going to predict him to switch and go for a Willow, because Willow, like, he has a bunch of physical attack. There's only one special attacker. He might go on to Ludicolo, but hey, I burn on that thing, chip damage, I don't care. So I'm down with that. I feel like Gardevoir is definitely going to be putting in work this game, I hope. Calm Mind is just like in case like we can force a switch or something, get like free special defense up, especially like going against Ludicolo and whatnot. I was debating on whether I'm running Knockoff, because we don't have any special attack EVs or whatever, and we're like a more so defensive Gardevoir. But I mean, it is what it is. I feel like if we have Will-O-Wisp, we'll be fine. I don't really care about items that much, so I'm just gonna run the Calm Mind. Plus, I don't feel like making another Gardevoir, so we're gonna be here with Calm Mind. But the main thing to do right here is lead off with Gardevoir. If he does have Ditto, he might also predict the Qwilfish to come out and lead with Ditto to get the Qwilfish and try to get up spikes on our side, which is very, very possible if he chooses to bring the Ditto. But then again, if we lead off with Gardevoir regardless, he might either switch out or go for a Moonblast. All I'm gonna sit and do is go for a Will-O-Wisp, or actually I'll Calm Mind up. If that does happen, I'll just get a Calm Mind up, because then we can eat it. We recover some health with leftovers, and we should be able to tank whatever, because luckily we're not running any investment. But a Moonblast from a Gardevoir is still hurting, because Gardevoir's base special attack I think is like 115 or 130 or something. It's like something crazy. I think it's 125. It's 125. Something crazy high, super high, and that's gonna hurt regardless. But we do have our lovely Grace. Grace is so excited to use Grace. But without further ado, I think that's all we got. I think we're very well covered. I just had to play well, of course. That's always the hardest part. But I do not want to get kicked out week 1. This is week 1 of playoffs. We gotta get. After this, we face whoever wins the battle between Kyogre Kawaii and Goki Gamer. So we have scary opponents all around. Our like bracket is like scary compared to the other bracket, because second place and like a couple of other people are down. Like West Rebel Trainer, Stremmy, and Salti are in the bottom bracket, and I have like, I want to say that I have like the more like we're the more up half of the scoreboard, or rankings I should say, because we have like all the top 4 in my bracket except for Titan, and it's scary as shit. It's scary because Goki is scary. You saw what he did with the Snorlax. Kyogre is also scary because of his team, and Titan, his team is like very unpredictable. I'm gonna try to predict him the best, but without further ado, I am your boy Jay. We're gonna get up into these playoffs, and I'll catch y'all in the episode. Bye.